not only Sunday was very, very difficult for me personally. Now I want to jump into Endgame because this weekend has been rough. Now, like I said, now if you guys haven't seen Endgame yet, subscribe, fast forward, and come back or rewatch it. But Endgame,
You've seen it.
Yeah, come on. It's made over 20 billion or something like that.
I haven't seen it
yet. Have you?
No, I haven't.
What? What do you mean you haven't seen it?
How do we put this in our topic?
Yeah, and you're like,
this game. Okay, yeah, sure.
I don't want to. I can walk out the room.
Well, shit, we can't talk
okay,
about...
well, never mind that. We're not going to talk about
Let's just talk about impressions. Look, Endgame was a movie that I think if you've been a Marvel movie fan this entire time, no spoilers in. If you've been a Marvel, there's everything for you. Everything is in there for you. You have so many cool things that happens to characters that you're just going to be like, oh, this is just dope. Like, a lot of really cool, like, just like callbacks and things that happen, I think are really dope. Moments, especially moments. There was one moment in particular where I was just like, there's one character, like that I just feel like got something that happened that they, for those of you who have seen it, that was a callback from kind of Age of Ultron that I thought was just like, whoa, like this is the absolute dopest part of this movie.
We'll have to talk about that later because I don't know which one you're talking about and it makes me want to go back and discuss that.
Sure.
Hence, Tony.
You can talk about it.
We're not going to talk about it.
I'm not the type that gets upset for spoilers.
Tony, we're not talking.
Tony's going to be crying at the end of this if we start talking about Endgame. The entire movie is spoiled. You can't talk about anything.
Nothing. All right, guys. So don't worry about it. You're good.
All right.
You can thank Tony that we're not going to talk about it.
Like, are you going to care a week from now? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, watch it because, like I said, this weekend I'm fucked up. My head hurts. There's too much going on. Tears could have been shedded. Who knows? But so stay on the topic of movies. We'll kind of move along. Now, Sonic movie trailer.
Ugh.
I was waiting to hear what he's gonna say. So now, Sonic
what
movie trailer.
What if that's a good I can't.
That did not sound like a
good. Looks phenomenal. God, this is all I've ever wanted from a Sonic movie. Thank God.
God. Okay, so let's start with the positive. Tony, you like it. So let's hear the positive before we double down on the negative.
I actually kind of like it. I was like, I saw the trailer and I was like, what the hell is this? And then, like, I was like, okay. The CGI doesn't look that bad. And then I saw that Jim Carrey is Dr. Robotnik, and I was like, okay, it looks like it's gonna be a fun movie. And apparently, supposedly, this is actually based off of the real origin story of Sonic the Hedgehog. This whole time, Sonic the Hedgehog actually has an origin story, that he's an alien that basically gets raised by this human. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm calling it straight.
So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like excited because I was like, wait a minute, Sonic the Hedgehog has lore?
Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh.
But I mean, I think it was cool, and I like how they did the whole like X-Men, like he's so fast moving time thing. I think that was pretty cool. Hopefully he like hits the shoe box.
I'm already.
Yeah, he's gonna hit a bubble too while he's actually going in the water.
I'm already.
What if there's a scene where he falls underwater and then like that whole thing happens? I'll be fucking pleased.
I actually will be pleased by that.
Because I mean the regular concept of Sonic was him saving like the captured animals or something, right? Like from playing the game. There was always that capsule at the end.
Yeah, well, Dr. Robotnik was turning animals into like those cyborgs.
Right. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah. See, I don't remember. Like for me, it was just more of like I played the game because it was cool. I mean, like I said, the one thing I did like about the trailer was when he did jump out of the car, he did his little spin thing and took that car out of it. Like, that was kind of cool for me. I'm still trying to figure out how they're going to incorporate the rings into his life. And then, man, and if they decide to go sequel with it,
100%.
Maybe throw in a Chaos Emerald in there, maybe?
They're probably going to be in there. Like, it was weird, because, like...
What if he goes Super Sonic?
Because in the trailer, you see it for a split second, like... They're like falling off a building. He throws a ring.
Yeah, and it turns into a portal.
Turns into the big ass ring, and they go through it like a portal. And like you know how like if you hit a certain amount of rings at the end of the level, he jumps into that portal.
50 to 100. I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, that's.
Don't mess with me. I got all the Chaos Emblems.
I'm gonna
say that secret ending. That was like
this movie only works in one way, and even then it doesn't work. But it works in one way. This is if like you said origin movie. I'm kind of down for that. if the movie starts off and you're in Sonic's world, right? First, you're in Sonic's world, like Green Hill Zone, Sonic's world. He's hanging out with Tails, blah 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 blah, and they're just like chilling, and then a portal opens up where Sonic gets trapped and sent to the real world, and Dr. Robotnik's originally from the real world, and that's when he's like gets in a fixation with him, and like at the very end of the movie, Sonic gets back home to his real world, and then Dr. Robotnik follows, and that's why you have a human inside of Sonic's world ultimately. This is the only way I feel like that flow works for me.
Okay.
Because I said, okay, if that's what the movie's showing, because it does have a scene at the very end of the trailer where Dr. Robotnik looks a lot more like Dr. Robotnik, and he does not look like he's in the real world anymore. It looks like a different world.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I was like, okay, so if that's where it's going, I'm okay with it, because then it seems like this entire thing's a prequel. How Sonic met Dr. Robotnik, cool. However, this movie, just straight up from the CG Sonic, right? The CG Sonic is terrible, man. Like, it's really bad, and I it's not hard to do like a Sonic.
They wanted to make it look a little bit more. I don't know.
It doesn't look realistic. It doesn't.
I mean, I feel like they couldn't give him like the fat body and like the skinny legs because that looked too silly.
Not at all. It would have looked great.
But I think they're comparing him to the monkey kid in Jumanji. Right, I don't know if you remember how he looks. What they would do is they would take a picture of him and make him all blue, and they're like comparing him.
It does look like that.
And then the funny thing is, there's
and I'm
what we were talking
that.
about before.
I'm pleased with that.
I'm good. And then they're also showing like a meme we were talking about before we started this, where like, oh, Tails has been announced. It was that cracked fox. Like, which I'll put a picture of that.
When your friends, it was the meme. It's like when your friends buys food and you're hungry, sitting there watching the meme.
No, I already know I'm not gonna care for this movie. In the trailer, it contradicts himself. So Sonic's supposed to be super fast, right? They have a shot where he's like dodging missiles, right? And the missiles are just completely stopped.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
What if he hit the shoe? What if he hit the box that has the shoe in it?
Okay, maybe that's the only way, but maybe. But then the scene before that, the cop shoots him with a tranquilizer dart, hits him no problem. I'm just like, you can't dodge a tranquilizer dart, but you can.
He didn't hit the shoe.
Fine. I'm gonna just.
He didn't hit the sparkles.
Yeah.
He wasn't sparkling.
I'm gonna call it just a shoe, and
just call it a shoe.
I'm gonna call it. That's the reason
the
why.
Box with the shoe. The box with the shoe. The one that has the box.
That's where he goes faster,
and
right?
it's the shoe in it. Yeah, and it makes you go faster.
I know. I'm good at.
That thing was just full blown nuts, and every time you hit it, you're like, "Fuck! I'm gonna hit something. I'm gonna lose all my rings."
Yeah. You're just gonna be like.
It's like I want to go fast, but do I really want to go fast?
Yeah.
Because I'm at 99. If I hit 100, I get to hit the bonus stage. Yeah. So, I personally don't really care for the movie. I mean, I'll watch it when it's like on video, maybe.
You watch that shit in theaters. You know you are.
I'll watch it in theaters.
I'm gonna show up at your work and be like, "Let's go watch Sonic."
If you're paying for my ticket, I'm not gonna waste money to watch that movie.
There you go.
Alright.
That's the deal. You pay for a ticket, I'll go watch it.
I think it's gonna be okay.
And we'll watch it in 3D if it's in 3D, so you can see him spin
God.
all crazy fast.
That's
looks
spinning
pretty
look cool.
What if Knuckles came out of nowhere too? Sonic.
That's gonna be for
What's
part 3.
Part 3.
Part 3. Knuckles
Sonic
is
and
gonna be
Knuckles.
like the bad guy.
Oh my god, dude. It's gonna be terrible.
Oh my god.
I remember in Sonic and Knuckles, and you got to fight Knuckles, and he was all like trying to throw hands at you. He was like,
I know, and like he was a cheater. He had like
He had,
spikes on
he
his
has brass
knuckles. I'm like,
knuckles.
homie, it's like, what are you
He
doing?
can fly, kind of. Which country shows that?
I remember playing him on Sonic Adventure.
He glide.
He'd fly around like his he glide around like his special level.
I thought that was so crazy that you can put like the Sonic 2 game on top of the Sonic and Knuckles game and use Knuckles in Sonic 2. I was just like,
Yeah, I used to think that too.
I was like, that's crazy.
I used to be like, wow, this is amazing. The Sonic and Knuckles logo was so sick at the time. Where it just like had a blue Sonic and then the red Knuckles thing.
Yeah, it
on
was
the
like a
side.
yin yang. Like
Yeah,
the-
it was
like
tight. I
the-
used to be like, this is dope.
I mean, it's good for the game. It kind of bothers me when I see games turn into movies because I always feel like they don't do a good job. And Super Mario Brothers is a prime example.
It was
when
good
comes
for its
down to
time.
it.
It was good for its time.
Dude, kids don't even like Sonic. I don't know how this is gonna happen, dude.
Yeah, I mean, all of a sudden.
I was excited when Super Mario Brothers came out. The movie.
Also, Sega came out. I heard that Sega said that like they did not approve the design for Sonic, and that Paramount was like, "This is what we're going with." So sorry.
So what are you gonna do about it? Right?
Pretty much, you sold us the rights, and Sega was like, "Yeah, but we thought you were gonna do better, though." Poor Sega, dude. They don't know what to do with their IPs, man. They're just so broke, man. Poor Sega.
I mean, just bring back the Dreamcast and we'll start burning discs again.
Yeah, I'm down like 100%.
I remember having a box of like all the games like burned. Just even some with emulators built into them.
All
Back in the days.
Sega needs to do is release, and well, they're releasing Shenmue, but they need to do a Power Stone 3, easy. You got $1 billion game right there.
Oh, Power Stone will be sold out easily.
Easy. That's the number one thing. And they have Yakuza series right now, which is pretty popular still. It's getting more popular in the United States too.
Bring me back a remastered Crazy Taxi.
Crazy Taxi remastered. Well,
Imagine.
I'd buy it.
Imagine.
Don't charge over $20 for a Sega. Don't be some. If you charge over $20, it's not gonna sell.
We're telling you right now. This is from the trio.
Yes.
$9.99.
$20, I buy it easy. $20, I buy it. Remastered. Yeah.
I used to play it all the time. Arcade. I used to play it.
It has to have the Offspring music though. Like the one that came out for the 360, they took out the Offspring music and I was not feeling it.
But I want it to be more. I want it to be.
Yes. You need them bringing like yeah.
I drew. Oh,
that's what made me drive fast. In the
Jet
game.
Set Radio 3.
That's what I was about to say. Jet Set Radio.
Easy,
Oh my
easy
god.
seller, dude.
That's such a good one.
It's basically what Sunset Overdrive, but better. So.
Oh yeah. What if they brought back House of the Dead? Was that what it's called?
House of the
House
Dead.
of the Dead,
Yeah.
I think it's still an arcade.
That's an on-the-road shooters. They could definitely do that in VR.
You think Marvel vs. Capcom 2 would ever come back to? Because it wasn't on 360 back on the arcade. You think that'll ever come back for backwards compatible?
Probably.
MVC2 came back already, and then they had to take it off stores.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't remember it ever coming out. I remember it was on 360 arcade, but I don't remember it coming out for like the one.
Oh no, for new generation. Okay,
it didn't come out.
I thought you meant.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of hope they like bring that back and like with the next gen stuff. Just like how they're doing a lot of backwards compatible games now on Xbox. I know you're a PlayStation guy. We discussed this.
It's fine. It's fine. Xbox has their backwards compatibility.
Go back to all those old ones. But I mean, like what else? Like, I'm pretty sure as far as remastered, like what else coming out? Like Final Fantasy 12 or something like that just got released, right?
For Switch, they're releasing it.
I don't know too much. I don't know too much about. Like I never got into 12. Which one was 12?
That's the first online one, isn't it?
No, 12 is.
Is that the Zodiac one?
Yeah.
12 is the last PS2 Final Fantasy. So.
Is that the one where they all look like Michael Jackson? Like a bunch of Who's? Like
yeah.
I feel like they got really lazy when it came down to development, where all the faces were the same. They all look like a bunch of Who's with the pointy noses.
Well, like that one wasn't even that hyped up. Like the Final Fantasies that were like really hyped.
I think 10 was the last one that went big, wasn't it?
Like big hype. Like 7 was super hyped, but 7 didn't get like that much. Oh no, actually it did.
7 was stupid popular, dude.
And then
it came out in 97 and it's still bumping in 20.
And then 8 got super hyped, but it wasn't that great.
Well, 12
8 just looked great.
12 is my favorite Final Fantasy game, so I'll let you guys know.
Really?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, I was enlighten us in 12. I know nothing about 12.
For anyone that doesn't know anything about Final Fantasy series, I'll give you like a quick, super brief history of the Final Fantasy series and why 12 is significant. So 12 is the first Final Fantasy game that was part of a larger universe. That wasn't only this game. You guys heard of Final Fantasy Tactics?
Mm-hmm. Oh, one of my favorite games.
12 is in the same universe as Final Fantasy Tactics.
What?
And in the same universe as another game called shit, I almost said Drakengard. Wait, that's Nier's universe. It's another game, a Vagrant Story, is in the same universe. I'm pretty sure. So
what?
These all take place in a continent called Evilis. Like, this is the world, and so Final Fantasy 12 is like the far future version of things that happened in. And I could be wrong, I can't remember exactly where it takes place, but far future version of things that happened in those other games. And so if you played Tactics or Tactics War of the Lions, and which Fawn, the main character of Final Fantasy 12, was actually in that game. But so is Squall. So
I thought War of the Lions was the same thing, but just on PSP. I thought it was just remastered.
It has some differences.
Did it?
It was yeah, it has some differences.
Because I love Tactics, dude. Like I have it on my phone. I have it wherever I could have it. I pretty much buy it every time.
I fell asleep
you're
playing
right.
that game. So
Tactics? Oh man.
Tactics is amazing.
Agrius or
like those
Agrius?
fights can last like so long, and you're just like.
Well, that's why I say like Agrius or Agrius, however you say her name. Like my favorite character, and Orlando, the lightning thunder god. I'm like, Thor, you're nothing.
So yeah, so that's Final Fantasy 12. Final Fantasy 12 story. I think the reason why it didn't get super hype is because at the time that it was released, it had, again, it was very different from. It wasn't turn based. It was the first Final Fantasy game besides the online one, besides 11, which is the first online game that wasn't turn based. It was like active time slash still on a timer. Like characters attached were on a timer, but there was a lot more to it. The battle system was super in depth because it allowed you to do a gambit system, which basically lets you program how your characters were going to play. And if you want to, you didn't have to play the characters. You can program how they were going to play. This really robust system, and program all the things you can think in your head were inevitabilities in a battle. Like if you thought this guy I'm going against is a fire dragon, for example, you're like, okay, so I'm gonna program one character to use nothing but ice spells, but the MP is gonna run low, so I'm gonna program my other character to always be refilling this character's MP, and like so on. You kind of build a strategy ahead of time, knowing what you're going into, and I think it was really good, man. Like the world and stuff. Also, the game didn't focus on a love story, and that was also very different from like Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 8 and 7, which are like really known for their love stories. And I think 10 or 12 was super political, and I think that turned a lot of people off. But all the tactics games were. So that creator, that the reason why that game is in the same universe is because the creator of it was the director in all his other games too. So he just wanted to build a Final Fantasy game in the same universe as those. So I loved it. Like again, if you play it now, it's super ambitious. It's better than 10. If in hindsight, it's better than 10, and it's better than 8. I won't say it's better than 7 because 7 was godlike for a lot of different reasons. So
what about 10.2 or X2?
10.2 is amazing. I love 10.2. Story was garbage,
That's the one
but
with 3 chicks, right?
yeah.
I never played that one.
I never played it. Like I played a little bit of 10, and I never finished it. I bought the remaster one for PlayStation, but
10.2 is all about gameplay.
I soft locked on 10. I got to a boss where I wasn't strong enough, and where the save point was at, there was no way for me to go back and level up.
Yep.
So I was pretty much done. Like after that, I was like, I'm done with this game, dude. I was gonna throw my PlayStation 2 out the window because I spent hours and hours on that game. You can even ask Nick; he'll tell you.
I remember one time I got in that position where I couldn't beat the boss. I literally fought the boss, I think, for like an hour and beat him, and I was like, I did it. I did it, like, soft lock. I wasted all my material, everything. Like, I had no items.
There's really nothing like that in 12. In 12 was like the last RPG of Final Fantasy series that had like in that era of gaming when if there was a glitch, it just was a glitch in there. But sometimes glitches were purposeful. Like that was the last era of RPG where you had secret like chests that you couldn't open unless you just knew how to open them, and like stuff like that where you had to walk this way, walk that way. Remember in Pokemon where you had to just surf on the side in Cinnabar Island? Those things in games don't really happen anymore. People don't like young kids would not realize that you were literally like would have to go and fulfill these conditions in order to unlock some kind of secret, but that was kind of purposeful. Like couldn't get missing no unless you talked to some guy on the SSN, then went to Cinnabar Island, surfed up and down, like right on the border of it, then you get missing no. But like those things were like that was the last game that had stuff like that for Final Fantasy, so I liked it.
Well, damn. I think we kind of... Well, you guys want to talk about Days Gone? Or,
Days Gone is out, so...
Yeah, just play Days Gone.
Play that,
more zombies to go for it.
Yeah, freakers.
And then last but not least...
Is that what they call them? Freakers?
That's what they call them.
I guess we'll finish off with Anthem. I never played it. I thought it was going to be like a newer age Destiny.
Same. But
I've heard so many bad things about it. I'm just kind of like...
I'll buy it for like $10. Just so I can play the
$10. Bring it down.
Hey.
I mean, the graphics look good.
The world looks amazing. The only reason we have that on our list to talk about today, guys, is because there's so many accounts of Anthem just taking a huge plunge in its quality and its gameplay. It sucks because like we all, if you're a BioWare fan or you want that game to work. Like nobody wanted to see this game fail. But
there was just so much hype behind it. Like every time they showed something about it, like graphically, the scenery of it, everything just looked amazing about it. The battles, it kind of reminded me of like a Lost Planet, which Lost Planet was one of those great games.
That's backwards compatible now.
I saw all three of them. All three.
Great, one of the best Xbox games. So give it to them.
Yeah, so it's just like that's how I went into it, and I remember I didn't get to play the demo, but I would watch people on Twitch play it, and I'm just like, and then I would hear the complaints, and our buddy Kevin, he was the main one that was going hard on it, and he just complaints. I'm just like, if people are complaining this much for a game, then maybe it's just not even worth it.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I mean, we can just end it with that. Anthem, you're tanking it, bro.
Get your shit together.
Get it together.
Nope.
Get it all.
Be
Put it in the bag.
Be prepared for Anthem 2.
Take words together.
Anthem 2.
Anthem 2.
Coming out. Better than ever.
Dude, it's going to just be Destiny Anthem. They're just going to make those two games one game.
Just combine them.
So it could be double disappointing for everybody.
They could. Fuse. Right?
Yeah.
Actually, huh?
What if they fuse wrong? And
We're wrong. See? We're way off
just-
with
we
these
just
angles.
turned- The angle's off.
Yeah,
You
we just turned to Dest Anthony right now.
Yeah. All right. So I mean, with that, guys. I mean, anything else? Any last minute? Nothing? Good. All right. So
Sonic movie's gonna be hype.
Peace.
oh my God, Tony! Tony with the Sonic movie.
Ugh.
I can't even look at you right now. I can't even look
We
at
can't
you.
even talk about Avengers because of you, Tony.
I know,
And
thanks.
then you say that. Oh my God.
All right. So if anyone, like I said, we may not be the smartest group. We do give our opinions on everything and try to, go over stuff. If you guys ever have any questions, anything you want us to cover in our, future episodes, we're trying to do this once a week for you guys. Hopefully my fingers are pointing down at the comment section. So, make sure you guys leave us a comment. Even if you just want to say, damn, you guys are some ugly studs. Whatever matters.
Ugly studs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a, doesn't work.
Ugly
But,
I may be ugly,
Less
but
like
I'm
studs is-
kawaii.
It's
But,
like
hey,
like a bull.
but my mom says I'm cool. So
My mom
I'm good. But yeah, so like I said, guys, hit the subscribe button if you haven't hit that yet. Leave us a message in the comments.
Or just follow if you're on Twitch too.
Or follow us on Twitch, Super Button Bashers. We stream every Wednesday. Maybe we'll incorporate another day. We'll see how it goes. But besides that, watch Game of Thrones. Tony, watch Endgame.
I'll watch it
Sonic, you're gonna suck.
tomorrow.
Hype. Hashtag. Why Sonic? Why?
It's
Just-
gonna be good.
We'll see. We'll see when it happens. Maybe
Jim
my
Carrey's not
intelligence-
gonna say that movie.
Jim
so.
Carrey's going to
It's
say
not
that.
gonna
Jim Carrey, he's like, I just needed some money. I played it back in the days, and what could go wrong? Everything.
Jeez,
It's be
dude.
good.
So with that, we'll end it like that, guys. So yeah, until next time, peace out.
Later.
Peace.